How we feeling?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Scratching $80,000 of Bitcoin right in the balls, right underneath there, just scratching at it.
That seems to be the where the battle's happening right now. We go north of 80, and I think we're off, baby.
It's gone.
I think
Yeah.
we're off to the
Quick,
races if we can get
quick
past
run
80.
to 200.
Listen, it's not crazy to think that. I mean, if you look at the last 7 days, we're up 22%,
Yeah.
22% on the month. We can go another 30% in a day or two. We can have those
Multiple
types of
Omega
days.
candles.
Yeah. I mean, I really like, given the climate, given where we're at right now, being 40 trillion in debt, the bond situation, the whole bond buyback situation, they're going to be printing money. Uh, Inflation is going to go up. Dude, I think we might be on the cusp of something face meltingly crazy.
Yeah. Like we're going to hit 300 and everyone's going to lose their mind.
Like,
And the
maybe
race
it's,
is going to
yeah,
be on.
I feel like we're due for a 2017 type of run. Um, And I don't think that's crazy to believe because, as we have talked about, my whole thing, and it's not based on any information really, or like charts or anything of that matter, but like, is it possible that we get, once every decade, we get some type of crazy bull run? I think so,
Yeah.
right? Maybe that's how this works now. And we're
We're due.
approaching what that looks like in 2027.
I mean, we're due. We're so freaking due. The other thing that's interesting is Basent is out here sanctioning countries that deal with Iran, which I
Yeah.
think is China, right?
China, China.
China.
Yeah.
Digital assets he named,
Yeah.
you know, money and digital assets. So they know that Iran's using Bitcoin. Obviously, everybody knows it. If we know it, they know it, and a lot more. I think that we're watching everything just sort of line up to send Bitcoin so much higher
Yeah.
and also readjust the way people think about it. It's not just that Bitcoin's some speculative asset or some crypto. Bitcoin is going to be the thing that everybody needs, everybody wants, and it's going to be a power struggle to get it. Like all the things that the Think Boys have been talking about for years, we couldn't have predicted, or they couldn't have predicted the circumstances, but they're lining up. Like they're at sitting at the table right now, and Bitcoin is just like, yeah, guys, I've been here the whole time.
Adversarial nation state adoption, essentially, where you kind of do it in a way that, you're not announcing your buys, right? You're not like telegraphing these things. You're just kind of doing it. You're
You're
trying
just
to
just
protect,
buying it.
yeah, you're trying to protect, any other countries from knowing that you're doing it. I believe that that's all the institutions that have been buying Bitcoin, that's by proxy for the US, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
because they can
yeah,
just take over. They don't have to even take their coins. They could just uh the US could do what they did with Intel, where they buy a stake, and now you have a 10% share in Intel. Now
that's
you've
right.
got a 10% share in MicroStrategy.
That's
And
right.
you can it's basically yours. It's in your borders, it's yours. And
Exactly right.
America, even if it's not in your borders, it's yours.
Yes, 100%.
You
And the way
know,
that different countries get on the Bitcoin standard is going to look very different, right?
they'll do it defensively.
They'll
They're
do it
going to do it.
defensively. El Salvador, if you look at El Salvador, that was almost like a business adopting Bitcoin. Like their whole thing was, it was a marketing play as well. Not
Yeah,
just that like they were trying to, become a wealthier
attract
country, but they
attract
wanted to
capital
attract capital
and the
and
brains, get
in the
all the
brains.
builders
Iran's
down
not going to
here.
be buying Bitcoin for that reason. So it's really
Right.
interesting. You see these different countries kind of buying Bitcoin for different reasons.
I mean, there's a billion reasons to buy it. I think it's really exciting because Bitcoin goes from just being totally forgotten and thrown away to like the one ring to control them all. You
Dude,
know,
if you had listened to any of our podcasts for the last 4 months and then you
I
heard
can,
this one,
not many people have.
not many people have, and then you heard this one, you'd be like, that was a 180. Uh,
Well, that's what happens. That's what
yeah.
happens. That's what we're waiting for. We've been doing this for 7 months, 8 months with just nothing going on. It's been the dog days of summer for like 10 months practically.
Yeah, I always thought, and I told you, I was like, dude, I'm looking at October, just simply because of midterms. It is political in nature, and
Do you think that plays into it? I don't get a sense that it plays
it
into it.
doesn't matter if what I factored into that prediction is correct or not. If October still holds,
That's true.
then I don't know.
You will be correct.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how I get there. I still feel like October is the month, and I think we're back above. I think we're around all-time highs, back 120, 130 by October.
That means buy Bitcoin now while it's still below 80.
That's yeah, I mean, I think that's where we're going. And it's going to feel good to be back there, but that doesn't mean that, we're anywhere near where we're going to approach. I think the real
Yeah.
magic's going to happen, 2027, Q1.
Bitcoin has reclaimed the best asset of the last 10 years as of today.
You know what, brother? And it would not be a bad thing to go back into Thanksgiving and Christmas and the holiday season with
Oh, yeah.
Bitcoin back to where it belongs.
Yeah. Pass the mashed potatoes, bitches.
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
right.
I'm feeling very bullish. I think this is I think this is the most bullish setup we've ever seen in Bitcoin's history.
I think you're right. This is the most bullish. On the other side of the tunnel is all of the chaos.
Correct.
And we've never had this much chaos before. We've never had inflation like we have now. We've never had the 40 trillion in debt like we do now. We've never had the wars that are serious, more serious than some of the other ones. Like,
Hmm.
I mean, oil is sort of being pulled left and right on this thing. I mean, that is foundational to our economy. So
Yeah.
this is, yeah, Bitcoin is just like in the catbird seat.
Yeah. I guess that's, what I'm getting at is like, this is what Bitcoin was made for.
It was, and people are going to figure that out, and they're going to be
Yeah.
like, I need to get a little Bitcoin.
Right. This is the moment. This is the moment it was made for, and I think it's going to shine. It just feels good to be back up here after this year.
I
We
mean,
feel
don't
a little bit
forget,
of life.
we're still like, $45,000 off all-time high. We like Bitcoin has some life in it, which is exciting, finally. But we still have a ways to go to recapture all-time high. Not that
Yeah.
it couldn't happen in a week. It could happen with a couple of headlines.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to get there. Look at what Bitcoin does, and I mean, that's very easy, honestly. I think I look at that, I'm
So
like, that's nothing, dude.
can you rule out going down to 40?
Yes.
Me too. It ain't happening.
I just don't see that happening. I
No.
mean, that would be wild. That would be some wild price movement. It doesn't really happen that way.
It looked to me like there was sort of a major sell wall around 80K from Binance.
Hmm.
And Binance has stacked up a bunch of sell orders. So as we approach that limit, then it's triggering all these Bitcoin sells.
Yeah.
And that's keeping the price from breaking through to 80 because it looks like the demand is there. This was one of the best days for the ETFs. There was something like 5 billion traded, or the best day all year, or 3 months, or something like that. But it looks like the demand is there to send Bitcoin higher. But you've got this Chinese owned Binance that's selling to keep the price low.
Bitcoin wars.
Yeah, and they're doing it against leverage traders, right? I mean, I think if you're taking out either a long or a short, you're just asking for it.
Yeah,
You're just
100%.
asking for pain because you don't know. Even if you love Bitcoin, you don't long it with leverage. You buy spot and you hold it. You don't ask to get smashed in the balls with a 2x4 at 2 in the morning when the price dumps.
That's what I was trying to tell one of my friends. Like, he's playing with his Bitcoin. He's short. He was shorting Bitcoin. I'm like, I wouldn't do that, man. I just wouldn't do that.
Stupid.
Wouldn't do that. And yeah, he was thinking Bitcoin was going to go into the 40s. I thought that that was retarded. And then I started to think, well, maybe he's right. But now I think he's completely wrong.
You
And
got to change, you got to change your perspective based on new information.
yeah,
And I called it for the 40s because I thought things were going to be really bad. I did not see the Treasury saying, "Hey, we're going to spend $1 trillion propping up the bond market."
I
All
mean,
right.
what?
Okay.
I
Okay.
mean, what?
I don't know, dude. I think that's funny because the amount of panic that must have set in. I mean, that's what's sending Bitcoin higher. It's just the panic.
Yeah.
Like, man, we are really screwed. That's the truth, though. Like, this is a silver lining. Like, we are financially in major trouble.
Thank God for Bitcoin. Thank God we own Bitcoin. And brother,
So, tell me if I'm right about this, because this is something, or if I'm wrong. This is something I think a lot. We got 40 trillion in debt. Everybody, has money locked up in their 401k. Everybody's got money that has counterparty risk. The government could take over the 401k if they had to fund the AI trade. Just force everybody to invest in AI. Or the government could be like, hey, listen, we're 40 trillion in debt. We're just gonna make you pay it back. And you're on Bitcoin and you're like, you know what? This is your problem. All I have is Bitcoin. This is not my problem. The
right?
debt, all this other stuff, not my problem.
Yeah,
Like I've removed myself from the whole financial debacle
yeah.
because I don't have any dollars.
I don't
All I have
have
is
dollars,
Bitcoin.
brother. I don't have.
Yeah.
I don't
They're
have
like,
any.
you
I'm
owe
not in
us
this.
money.
I'm
I don't
not
have
in
any
this
money.
system. No
I don't have any money.
401k, no
Like, what do you want?
IRA, no
Yeah, what do you want me to
stocks.
do? What do you want me to do? What are you going
Yeah,
to take from me? I got nothing. You want my hat? You want my
yeah.
shirt?
I am absolved. You cannot take anything from me.
Yeah, like you guys are in the lava pit. I'm not. I'm over here where it's nice and dry.
Outside of making holding Bitcoin illegal, 6102 attack, but I just don't think that that would fly.
Uh, sure, they could make it illegal and they could go after everybody who's purchased from an exchange. And then, yeah, they'd knock on my door and be like, we know you lost Bitcoin. But I have two cold cards.
Yeah. We just had a hurricane here as well, so
Yeah, I've been wondering if you're all right. It looked like lots of weather.
lost it all, man. Lost all the Bitcoin.
That's such a shame, dude. Yeah, if I had moved my coins off cold card, I'd be good, but they're gone.
Yeah. Man, tough, tough.
Trusting cold card is kind of like hiring Jeffrey Epstein to be your daughter's gymnastics coach at this point. At this point.
I, I saw they just posted a couple days ago, and they're like, we've rolled out some new dice entropy BS. What are you doing, dude? Your only communication to the outside world should be like, we're working through making this right. We're gonna start by reimbursing everybody that ever bought cold card devices. Whatever, like
Something.
something
Do
other than that.
something. The funny thing is, I got my first CoinKite email today.
Uh huh.
I purchased the device 4 or 5 years ago, way early in my journey. I didn't even know how to set up a hardware wallet, and I did it incorrectly. I had no passphrase.
Yeah.
I had 24 words and that was it.
Yeah.
They say they delete the emails.
Yeah. They don't.
They don't. They got my email. They emailed me today, so I blocked and reported them.
Good.
Spammers.
I The way I did it is I bought a gift card from Fold to purchase CoinKite, and then the information I put was a burner email.
Okay.
And I'm sure they're sending to the burner email, but I don't even know what email it was. I've got like a ton,
Phil McCracken,
and I'm sure you could find it. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure you could trace it to my main account.
your IP.
Yeah, there's some way anyway. Even if And that's the thing, even if you're taking those steps, right? There's still some, if someone really wanted to, they could figure that out.
That's why we have guns.
Yeah, thank God for guns and Bitcoin.
I mean, that's to me, that's it. But a gun doesn't protect you when somebody knows your seed phrase.
Yeah, a gun doesn't protect you when someone knows your seed phrase. A gun doesn't protect you when someone goes after your family.
Yeah.
That's maybe not around you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's still vulnerabilities and some concerns with that.
As Tupac would say, everyone can be touched.
That's the type of shit that is going to keep me up at night when Bitcoin skyrockets in price. I'm going to go from like jubilation to like, how do we erase our identities? You know, how do we?
Do you think anyone cares? Nobody cares.
I think a lot of people. I think there not a lot of people, but I think people are going to care when shit hits the fan and Bitcoin is the safe haven and everybody is like apocalyptically trying to get whatever they can get to survive. And they're going to
I
go,
think the message is like telling your friends and family who you orange pilled that you sold it all.
yeah,
Like, are you kidding? No, dude. I went all in on XRP. I do not have
yeah.
any of that.
Didn't
I'm
you just pull
on
up here in a Lambo? No,
USD Tether. I'm an all Tether, dude. US or whatever, USD SAT.
So what do you think? I mean, are we going to break 80 here in the next 24?
I think we're going to because the ETFs have a delay. If you remember when they first came online, we learned about how they process with the authorized participant, which for Coinbase is JP Morgan. And when you purchase through somebody like a Fidelity or a JP or whoever, um, the exchange has to use an authorized participant, and there's something called a T1 and a T2, meaning those participants have to go out onto the open market and purchase the Bitcoin that you bought the day before through your brokerage. That takes a day or two. So I don't think that we are going to see a slowdown in the accumulation. I think that people are going to be buying through the ETF all week, all month, and I think we're going to have these periods where the AP goes out, buys the Bitcoin, price goes up to 79, goes up to 80, goes up to 81, and I think you'll see some leverage stuff happening. But I guess what I'm saying is I think we're going to stair step our way
I think we might get to 92 by the end of the
this
week,
week,
maybe.
the end of the week. If we make it to 83, I think
Another
it's on
22%. Another
it's on
22,
like Donkey Kong.
25% in a week.
That
Up
would be
and then you're up 50% on the month.
I mean that would be crazy because we were at 62 like a week ago.
64, yeah.
Okay.
The 7-day low is 64. Right now we're sitting at 78, 14K. I think we can do another 14K,
Oh, sure.
right?
Yeah. I also saw that a lot of the buying was spot. It was not people purchasing with leverage.
Yeah.
That's healthy demand.
I think once 80 clears,
Then you know we're going to 100. And so it's like, get it now. Get it
right.
now, and you'll get a 20% return by the end of the year if it keeps going up, minimum. That's
That's what I think. I just think it
way
becomes
better than
safer.
anything
The
else.
higher it goes, the safer it gets. And the more
Right.
ETF inflows you get, the more retail starts to come in. And it's just, that's how it happens.
Three
FOMO.
year, 3 year bull run just
Man,
started.
I
Three
am
years
I am
of
so
going
ready for
up.
this. I don't know about you, but I'm trying to contain my excitement. I'm just thinking about where this could go, and I'm very excited.
The thing is, if we go up for the next 3 years, we're getting really close to 2030. And the calls for 2030 are anywhere from 500,000 to 1.5 million.
Yeah.
That's what started. That's what started in the past week. The move up to 500,000 or 1.5 million if you listen to people like Kathy Wood, who I don't, but half a
No,
million,
you're
I'd be
pretty
fine with
nice,
that.
man.
Half a million, dude, I'm deleting LinkedIn. I'm not, I'm not, I'm done. I'm
Dude,
done,
you know, I don't
man.
even I have a LinkedIn, but I haven't updated it in years. I
I
haven't
got to post on it tomorrow. Ugh.
I haven't posted anything, you know. I never market my company or anything. I never put. I really could, and I probably should be putting like the media wins out there. Oh, I got this client in Forbes, and this client just got an Inc. And
I think it just makes sense to keep your pipeline full. Like you
yeah,
got to remind people that you exist. That's the
yeah,
only reason I use it. It's just a celebration of the work I completed, and I
yeah.
do it maybe every 4 months. I'll throw out a post. But
Yeah,
people are like, oh, I remember that guy. And then I get a call or an email or something.
that's good. I mean, I should probably should be doing that. I just can't bring myself to do it.
Yeah, it is cringe. I 100% agree with that.
But it would be probably get me some more business.
500,000 and I'm deleting it.
Uh-huh.
250, I'll delete it.
250 and you're done.
Don't
250 and
need
you're
it. I
walking
don't need
away.
it. No, don't need it.
Just put, yeah, BRB, be
Because
right back. Log
500's
off forever. You know, you ever use
yeah,
AIM,
instant messenger like
Instant
from the
Messenger,
90s.
that
Yeah.
game? Somewhere out there, someone set their away message for the last time. They didn't know it. They just said, be right back, BRB. And it never returned,
So sad.
you know? That's sad, but with LinkedIn, just put BRB and then just
And
never get
never.
back on there. That's happy. That's good.
Yeah.
Let's buy some Bitcoin, man.
All right, man. Yeah, let's do it. We're at 78,982.
They were trying to get, just trying to keep 79 and get to 80.
I'm gonna buy 50 bucks. Let's see if I can push this up there.
All right, I'll do it with you. Hold on, let's do it at the same time. All right, I'm ready to press buy. You ready?
Go.
Go.
62,000 sats.
Let's go, baby. We're at,
Do it.
are we going to 79 right now?
Ooh, we're $2 away. 78,998.
I see
Should I buy another
999.
50? We're stuck.
Ah,
Stuck at 79,998.
let's buy again.
Oh man.
Keep buying, keep stacking. Um, this is exciting.
Yeah. Yeah,
If
man.
you started
It's
dollar
good.
cost averaging at the top, you're now in profit. You're now in the green.
Okay. I did make a considerable buy. I was going through my transaction history and I bought a good amount this year as we were descending.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's been just painful. I've just been
Oh,
sitting on these losses
yeah, for
since
sure.
January
You
because
know
I
what
was
really
like, oh,
hurts
it's
is
84,
yeah,
78,
a lot of the Bitcoin that I
all
was
the way down.
paid with work, uh, I was getting like 70% of my income was coming from Bitcoin when Bitcoin was in the hundreds.
Yeah,
That hurts.
it does hurt.
Because I haven't touched it.
Yeah.
Just been getting by, dude. Just been
Oh, me too,
penny
man. I'm just
penny pinching, just
scraping,
trying to get
scra
by. Not trying
absolutely scraping by.
not trying to touch any of it, like acting like it doesn't exist.
I mean,
You
it's there if you need it, and everyone's like, I never sold a sat. It's like, okay, that's great. Good for you. But some people, I know a guy, I mean, they have to sell Bitcoin to survive.
And that's
And
okay.
like, and I think it's okay too, because it's your
Bitcoin is
savings
money.
account.
Yeah.
Bitcoin's money, it's your savings account. And the other thing is, if you're into Bitcoin, you're not going to stop buying. Let's say you're 35. Great. You've got 60 years to buy Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Like, so just chill.
Chill.
Use it
Buy
as
it.
money, save as much as you can, but if you have to spend it, hey, it's better to be solvent.
I know a guy, a friend of mine that had to sold. He sold a chunk of his Bitcoin to buy a new house for his family, and I'm like, yeah, dude, like you got to take care of your family. You know, like if you're in a situation where you're like, man, we've got kids, we got this situation that we need to like change, and we have this opportunity to buy a house, and that's like the family home, and we'll have an opportunity to raise these kids in this home, and that'll be their home when they grow up. Do it. Honestly,
I
like if
yeah,
that's the situation that you're in, like you got to take care of your family. I know it hurts, but we got our lifetimes to continue stacking. We're in a situation, fortunately, where like I've been able to just scrape by, and
yeah,
and I think we were getting to a point where it's like I'm going to have to sell some Bitcoin like toward year end, regardless of what the price is doing, and so it'd be really great if it could go higher.
yeah, please.
Just to get more mileage out of that Bitcoin. So, um, yeah, I don't think I need to pay property tax just yet.
Speaking of, it looks like the Supreme Court is going to hear a property tax lawsuit,
Really
and
amazing.
it would affect the entire country. Basically, the idea is that property tax is a Ponzi scheme.
It is.
It funds your public school. The public school buys bonds, but the people who pay the property tax, not only do they not get a guaranteed return, but the way that it was articulated, I need to remember, but if they were to lose their job and have to move, they cannot pay. There's no expectation that they can continue to pay into this bond fund. And essentially, what they're saying is, in order to keep the bond working, you need more property tax contributors. But if people move out, there's no one to pay it, so the bonds go insolvent. It's a Ponzi scheme.
Bonzi.
So it's a little technical. I probably didn't say it all correctly, but
It made
apparently the
sense to
Supreme
me.
Court is like, yeah, let's listen to this.
Good. By the way, we're at 79.
Oh, nice. We did it.
We did it solely because of us. You're welcome.
79 and 14 bucks. That
Yeah.
looks good, man. Yeah, maybe we'll be in the 90s by the end of the week. I think that's pretty optimistic. I would say if we're at
Yeah, I'm an
83,
optimistic guy, dude. Like I told
you
you,
are.
I'm
I'm
irrationally optimistic.
it is. I was gonna say I'm optimistic also, but I'm not,
You know
I'm
what it
not
is?
delusional.
I'm delusionally optimistic. I do a really good job of lying to myself. Like I know it's
Oh,
probably, but I just say, you don't know, it's gonna get better.
that's a
We're gonna
good
we're gonna
quality.
make it get better. I'm gonna will this into submission to getting better.
Manifested.
And so, we're having fun. We're memeing again. We got good memes. I had once said that the best meme environment is when the Bitcoin price is crashing. I take that back. It sucks now. You get tired of it because you're like, okay,
It
how much
does.
depression posting can we
It's
put out there
just
until it
so it's
it's fun when you
self-defeating.
get like a violent rip down and you're like, okay, this like let's lean into it for a little bit, but over 8 months, it's like, we need to go back up. We
We
need to
need the
do,
creed. We need
yeah,
pump
we
it
need the
up. We
Creed,
need we need the
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 Ric
gorilla
Flair.
playing Ric Flair, the gorilla playing Phil Collins in the air tonight. Doom, doom, doom. Like that's what we need.
Yeah, and I'm feeling it. We're getting it, man. I feel the vibe has turned around. I'm getting the desire to do some memes again. Looks like everybody else is as well, and this is what we want.
Are you not
Summer's pretty much behind us. We got Labor Day coming up here, then we got the rest of the year. I think it's going to be a fun close to the year.
That's great, man. Strap in, buckle up. Big breaking, huge breaking.
Major break. Where is Penis Daughter anyway?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Major breaking news. What an idiot that guy is. Penis Daughter.
I mean, I don't want to say anything bad about people,
It's Penis
but
Daughter
yeah,
we're
I'm
talking
I'm
about.
with you, dude.
Listen, man, like you can't be like teasing out this major breaking news and then be like, there's this Democratic candidate for
Right. City comptroller.
city comptroller that's like open to talking about Bitcoin.
Huge breaking, massive,
He's not really into
250,000
it, but he said he's open
population
to it.
city. Yeah.
It's like,
This is how we
dude,
get it done in Kansas.
you got to give those guys shit. If you don't give them shit and they just keep getting away with it, then you create a monster.
What if all you need is one Bitcoin?
What if all you need is point 0.1 Bitcoin?
No, no. Yeah, and I'll tell you why. If all the millionaires jump in and buy Bitcoin, the most they can get is zero point 0.3. You got to have
Okay.
more than all the world's millionaires. That's the transfer of wealth from
What
the
if all you
hobby.
need is 0.01 Bitcoin?
No, no, that's those a million sats.
Huh?
No, no,
Huh?
no.
What if all you need is 0.001?
The thing is, Bitcoin being in the 60s for 6 months, this was a good time to be stacking sats.
Yes.
We stack sats every single week.
I
Like,
wish I could have
you know,
stacked more during this time, and mostly for me, it was just trying to hold on. And then it was a lot of moderate stacking with what I was able to
I
scrape
think
up.
that's fine, man.
You know
That's
what I mean? Like, but I wish that I could have been as aggressive as I had been in years prior.
what do you think about running hash rate? Have you looked into that? It's
Uh,
gambling. It's 100% gambling. So there's a couple different websites where you can send your Bitcoin and you can buy, let's say, 600 terahash, which is a
yeah,
really good amount. That'd be like having six Avalon Nanos that cost 1,800 bucks a pop.
yeah,
And you can rent it for a week. You spend, I think, like $600, but you might hit a block. You have a 1 in 3,000 chance to hit a block during one
yeah,
week, but you got to blow 600K or 600 bucks in Bitcoin. It
yeah.
doesn't take fiat. What do
I
you think
don't
about
really,
that? Is
yeah,
that
I don't love it.
you don't love it? I don't either.
I
I
don't love it.
I get like tingles from the idea. Like 1 to
Yeah,
3,000 is great, but think about 3,000 names spread out on the floor or in a hat, and your name is one of them. Are you going to pull that out if
you're gonna
you've
hit the
got a
lottery,
chance
and then
every
you're
10
sort of just
minutes?
doing scratch off tickets at that point.
It's gambling. It
It
is.
is,
It's
yeah.
just a lotto ticket.
I think it's
But
cool. Like it's a cool idea. It's just not for me, and I wouldn't encourage anyone else to do it.
you could get 3 Bitcoin though if you get your if you hit a block.
Yeah.
So it's like, what if you do hit a block? You make 200K, actually it's 240K and you only spent $600 to do it.
Yeah, how many times you have to spend $600 to hit that?
I don't know. I mean, well, to
Maybe never.
guarantee hitting a block, you have to purchase more than
Yeah,
what the Bitcoin costs,
right.
quite a bit more
Quite a bit more.
to guarantee it. And you can't even guarantee it. You can only get like 99.9 and you're well above the block reward.
I think as aggressive as I'm willing to get is like using debt to buy Bitcoin.
Okay.
Yeah, that's personally my threshold for risk, and I haven't done it.
Yeah,
but like,
but that makes sense because
but
you
like I
trust
would,
yourself.
you know,
You can make the money back. You
right?
borrow
Cash flow,
80K,
borrow it again,
buy a
sweep it
Bitcoin.
over.
See, that's something that I think is going to be a future business model where instead of buying a home over 30 year, you buy a Bitcoin and you pay
Oh
it back
yeah,
over
there's
30
a business.
years.
There's a what's the company's name? I got to look at my Rolodex. I had a call with some company that was doing that.
So like I buy the Bitcoin today or I lock it in on layaway
Yes,
at today's price and then
right,
I pay it back over a certain number of years.
correct.
I mean, that's probably a good business to run.
I think so. You make it easy, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's. I think a lot of people are. There's going to be an appetite for that. Now we're back to 78. This is like a battle day. You know, this is back and forth. The battle for 80K. This is that day.
We're going to blow past it.
I'm with you. Well, all right, man. This was fun.
Yeah.
This was a good episode. We're feeling good.
We're
We'll see what
back,
happens
baby.
by the time we do another podcast on Thursday. But you know, hey, we're in good spirits. Bitcoin's doing its thing. We're so back, baby.
If only you knew how over it had to be for us to be this back.
Right. Uh, feels good to revel in this a little bit. So, yeah, all right, man. I'll see you on X.
See ya.
Peace.